Don't worry, we're going to get it recorded. We all recording. We're good to go. We're all set.
Yeah.
All right. I got guys make a ton of noise for Jessica Alanis. She's not a musician. She's a comic.
Don't know what's more disappointing, the fact that I'm not a musician or the fact that I'm a comic and you're like, oh, female one too? Damn it. No, sorry, I don't sing. I've had a good day today, you guys, I gotta tell you. I went for a hike today and I was mistaken for a white woman. So it was a privileged day today, I'll tell you that. I didn't realize I'm Mexican, which I know is like shocking because I look like I'm about to complain about a lot of things. I am Mexican, and I didn't realize so many people assumed I was white until I moved to LA. I moved here, and people started talking to me about like their chakras, and I was like, what? Are you saying chanclas? What are we talking about right now? What? Chakras. And you know, I would say like San Pedro, and they're like, it's San Pedro. Don't try so hard, they don't care. Like, they is me, I am they, I care, I'm them, come on. And of course, because I don't look Mexican, you know, I try, I wear hoop earrings, it doesn't work. Because I don't look Mexican, people will test me, they'll be like, well, what part of Mexico is your family from? I'm like, well, the Texas part of Mexico, we're from that part. They'll ask if I speak Spanish, and I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Like if a little kid came up to me and asked my name, I would say Jessica, and she would totally understand me. So like, yeah, I speak Spanish, I get it. No, I'm what you call a no sabo kid, which is no bueno, you know? And if you don't know what it is, it's a Hispanic kid or person who doesn't speak Spanish, you know? So like I can't be in a conversation with people, but I can be a toxic girlfriend, so like I still get the culture. I still get the culture of it all. I get it. I was on my drive here, I was kind of thinking that so often people don't mean what they say. You know, do you ever experience that? You're like, that's not what you meant. Like I have people who will say like, you know what, Jessica, you just chart your own path in life. And I'm like, you mean I'm crazy with no direction. That's not what you meant. They'll be like, you're independent. I'm like, you meant stubborn and there's like a low tolerance for people who breathe, you know? They'll say like, oh, that's so on brand for you. I'm like, you just said I have like, everybody hates me. That's what I heard, you know? That's not what you meant. Guys do it too though. They'll say things like, it's so cool you're into sports, and they're like, I don't believe you, I'm gonna test you on every quarterback in the NFL, you know? Or they'll be like, she's just my friend, dude, she's just my friend. And then, you know, like if they were in a Pornhub situation, maybe she is, I don't know. Just thinking about it on my drive. All that to say, I am single, I've been dating, which is a fun second job. I gotta tell you, it's a great second job to have. I'm dating. Dating is hard for my people, which is short people. It's difficult for us, you know, because I like being short, but I want my kids to have a life that I didn't have, you know, like a tall life. I want them to have that. And I gotta play with the averages here. Like if I'm 4'11", I gotta date someone who's like 6 feet tall, right? So our kids would be like 5'5.5". Like that's how math works. I gotta do it. I don't want to. It really limits the pool of dating when you only date guys who are 5'11" and up. It just does. Like, you know, yeah, okay, there are benefits to being little, I'll say that, there are. Like, I can buy my clothes in the kids section, and it's the same style, it's half the price, and my shoes have lights on them. So, it's a win for me, you know? Like, yes, I've never had to worry about a seat on an airplane. I've gotten, like, many extra minutes at an airport bar because of that. But there are things I can't do. Like, I can't wear baseball hats. Can't do it. Because, you know, baseball hats are meant to cover everything that's above you, right? But you know what else is above me? Everybody, name everybody. Everybody is above me. I wear a baseball hat, I have to look up to people, I'm like leaning back, like, can you say that louder? Like, it's not ideal. It's not great for me. And like sitting in chairs, how nice it is that you can touch the floor with your feet. What's that like? Could it be me? Could it be me? I bet it is good, I bet. Like, I sit in a chair and I'm just like a toddler kicking my legs back and forth, just like ready for snack time. yeah, I want to date tall guys so my kids can have the opportunity. And I don't want to date the tall, strong, handsome guy. I don't want to do it. No, that's not for me. But I'll do it for my kids. I will, for them. I'll make that sacrifice, you know? Like, you think I want to figure out the logistics of me and a 6'2" man, like, having, like, my legs, like, I don't want to do it, but I will. Well, I'll try it out, I'll experiment, for my kids. It's not for me, not for me, for them. So that they, you know, are able to reach the top shelves in their apartments. That's all I want from them. That's all I want for them. I had someone ask me, they're like, well, what's your type of guy? What kind of guy do you date? And I'm like, okay, well, tall, strong, like the kind of guy that looks at you and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, like that kind. The kind that drives a Honda Civic where the hood is a different color than the rest of the car, that's my type of guy. That's my type. I'm always told, being single, that I should enjoy this season of life. Enjoy this season, you know? And I have, I very much have. I enjoyed the first, 3 seasons of it. The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, you know, that got a little much, but I enjoyed it. In my mind, I guess I just heard it a little differently. Like they might have thought it was a cute season, like a little cute little TV show season, you know? And I took it more like a Game of Thrones season, where it's cold, there's a lot of betrayal, and I guarantee you're going to be disappointed with how it ends. That's the season I was kind of doing for them. I'm in therapy right now, which is fun. Wait, I'm going to start that over before I do that bit. I want to say, I do want to be in a relationship. I do. I think it would be fun, mostly because I want to be able to send nudes to people. I just really miss that. And I feel, because women have it easy, you know? We get to make it a whole cinematic experience, like the hair, the makeup, we got to give a story. We got a lot to work with, you know? And guys only have the one option. They have just a Captain Morgan. They just got to hope the angle works out for them, whether it's above or below. And the answer is no, it does not work for you. Promise. I like it, and I know people are like, Jessica, why would you send nudes? What if, it gets online, and then you can never do things like run for political office? I'm like, babe, I've got an arrest record and a punch card to Planned Parenthood, dude. That's not going to be the thing that takes me out. It's a race. Or they'll say, well, what if he passes it around to his friends, What if he passes it around? I'm like, I'm single, and I need dinner plans. I need a ride from the airport. So yeah, consider it my business card, okay? Please pass it around. Let them know. And with that, I'll get into my therapy bit. So obviously I'm in therapy. And I like my therapist. It took a while to find her, The first one I had, I would tell her my problems, and her response was always, oh, that's tough. Yeah, babe. So I'm here. Help me. Oh, that's tough, Jessica. No, yeah, I know. The next one I had, she was cool. I was telling her, I think I'm going to be single forever. And she was like, well, so is Tracy Ellis Ross, and she's got a great life. And I was like, babe, she's Tracy Ellis Ross. Dude, I'm crying into Dollar Tree tissues right now. I don't think we have the same life. We're, different cards. I get what you're saying, but really what I heard was that money does in fact buy you happiness. That's the message she gave me. The one I have now is cool. She's about my age, so I feel like I can really open up to her and tell her things. I think she forgets she's being paid to do a job when we talk, because she'll come into the sessions and she'll be like, Jessica, I am so annoyed today. I'm like, oh yeah, you first. I went first last week, so it's totally your turn right now. You first. And she'll just come in talking shit about other patients, and I'm like, I don't think this is what Kaiser signs off on, but I don't know the rules per se, but I was in a sorority in college, so I'm used to paying for my friends, so it honestly feels natural to shoot the shit for an hour with her. It does. It's good. It's good for us. Let's see, we all have moms here? We have moms, yeah? Honestly, that could go both ways. It could be a crowd that's like, no, we do not. And I would have just, ran on stage, I guess. I don't know. No, I like to play this game. It's called What Was My Mom Doing When She Was My Age? It's super fun. At the end, the prize is depression. It's real cute. Because when my mom was 33, she was married, she had a husband, a house, 2 kids, and a career. She was doing good. Me, 33, no husband, no kids, doing this. And I gave myself a black eye the other day by dropping my phone on my face. So think we're on a little bit of a different path right now. A little different path. You know, she was like doing good things, but I got myself out of a speeding ticket by telling the officer I had started my period the other day. So I feel like I'm smarter in that, like, right? I don't know. I will say, yes, she's like called like a hero and like, you know, great for raising us by herself. But I got called a white woman this morning, so I still am on a better high than she is. All right, I'm Jessica. My name is